Welcome back to Living with a Classic. We're on the road and we're here with Daniel.
Hi.
Who is also a big Jag enthusiast. We'll visit his garage sometime. He lives up in Stockholm, so it's about 6-7 hours from here. But this is actually the first time that we meet face to face. We've talked on Facebook for a long time and on the phone, and he's always buying and selling cars, and we're talking about things. But we're on our way to do two things. One of them is to pick up a rad for his XJS, and the other is I sort of bought a really cheap Jag. I bought probably the cheapest running and driving X-Type estate in the country. It's a 2006. It doesn't have an MOT, but we should fix that. It's a 2.2 diesel manual estate. And looks pretty good in pictures. Bought it sight on scene, and I paid just $630 for it. So we're gonna get there pretty soon, have a look at it, and hopefully it's not completely terrible. And here we have it. First time seeing the X-Type. First impressions are very, very good. It's a lot better inside than I thought it would be. There's no bolster wear or anything. It does have all the classic little symptoms up here, but that's not a big deal. I love the BBS wheels. They're just a business. They look amazing. Other than that, we have the rear hatch back here and everything else. But I think first we want to fire it up. We have a jump pack on it. The battery's flat. It's 2.2 liter diesel, and let's try and fire it up. I hear some bings and some bongs. Let us put the clutch in. And that just came into life. No arrow lights, nothing. No smoke out the back. Well, that ran very well. I'm not going to take it for a drive out because it's very, very dark. But it does have an issue, and that is being sorted. So the reason for the price is twofold. It's been sitting for a while. The rust in the rear, but they all have that. And then the clutch has gone on it. However, I have a contact with the place that we're at, and they have an apprenticeship where they have people who come here and work on cars, and they have someone who's going to do the clutch. So it's going to be not very expensive, and that's a good solution, because otherwise that is a deal breaker with one of these cars, because it costs about pretty much what the car is worth to do the clutch, because you have to take out the front subframe and all these things. But that's going to be a good thing. Very impressed with the interior. Like I said, found the service book as well, which looks very nice. But no bolster wear, nothing. We're talking 250,000 kilometers. It is a 6-speed manual, and we have a sunroof. Headliner is very good. Sunroof looks good. We folded up the rear seats. They look very good. This is just from it being folded. So that should come back around. Daniel found an umbrella back here. Even an original Jaguar umbrella. So that's very, very cool. This is a pretty fun thing. This is a sign you use in Sweden when you want to practice for your driving test. So you put these on the back. So someone has, maybe that's why the clutch is gone. Someone has learned to drive in this thing, and that's why the clutch is gone. But very nice and clean down here. We got legal bags, and yeah, there is the spare is under there, I think. Jack and everything. So yeah, very, very complete. Like I said, it's like this on all the trim, but that's okay. You can replace it if you want to, but not on a car of this value. Yeah, that thing opens as well. So that's a very nice little party trick. And all for the hounds back there to sit. All the doors work. This is just dirt. I mean, this thing basically sat in a field, a farm, since 2017. So really not bad. There's some very
as well.
Yeah, it has. I think for a diesel, it's fully loaded. The only option it doesn't have is, you know, the big V6 petrol and all-wheel drive. But all-wheel drive is just more things to go wrong and uses more fuel. This is supposed to be a very fuel-efficient car.
I really love the DBS wheels as well.
Yeah, they're so cool. I thought you were joking first when you said, because you saw that they were BBS, and I thought they were copies, but they're actually
they're genuine BBS,
real
Jaguar.
BBS.
So, really nice.
I think they're worth as much as the car, probably, with a good clean. Windscreen, I think, looks pretty good. I mean, what can you expect for this? This is basically the cost of one payment on the new Jag. And you got this. Really not bad at all. Let's have a look at this optional wood wheel. Which looks, I mean, this thing, it looks the business. Nice styles, see they line up. And we have, let me get the keys and let's see if we can get the entertainment system going. It's waking up. Radio works.
Nice. I wonder how old the navigation is, or the CD.
Yeah,
Or DVD actually.
No. It's exactly the same as a Range Rover. The system. Insert a map DVD.
So we need to find a map DVD then.
Well, I guess we can't buy the car now. No. But yeah, I mean, audio system works. AC, I don't know, but we can fix that. All be fixed. Hasn't been smoked in. That's something. I love it when a car is so old it still has a cigarette. Right? You got stuff in there. All right, sorry. Got the daughter over here looking at the new car as well. Oh, service book.
Lost service
2015. Yeah. That's probably last time, because it was supposed to be 2017 was the last time it was on the road. So that might be the last service. We got one tired kiddo over here. So we're going to wrap this thing up. But overall, quite a good car, I think. Now we have it up in the air. So let's have a little bit of a look underneath. And it does have a little bit of rust in the sills, but I knew about that and we're going to fix that. It's not very expensive to weld on these, and then it's not, you know, it's not cosmetic because you have the plastic outer sills on top of that. I'm really impressed with the rest of it. Mind you, this thing's been sitting for 5 years outside. The rest of the floors are really good. Something has happened over here, so we're going to have to do something to put this up, but I like their temporary solution. Household cables. Exhaust doesn't seem to have any leaks anywhere. I checked over here before flashlight. I can't see any major oil leaks on it. We got a gator thing missing here, but the rest of that looks good. We also, I got Daniel come with the light here. You see, it's a little moist in there, but not too bad.
We've seen worse.
Yeah, it's a diesel. What do you think?
Not too bad, especially if you take consideration about the price.
Yeah.
The floors look really good.
It's the whole spec here. This side is weight reduction. But
if you look inside, it's not too bad.
No, there's
the rust. We need to
and it hasn't gone up on the sides here much, so it's a very straightforward piece of metal. And that's the same on the other side. So that is, it's welding, but it's very cheap and very easy welding.
Especially since the side skirts cover everything.
Yeah. So
outside.
And when you do that, we can fully rust proof on here, because this car seems like it's never really had that much rust proofing. But then we can look at that. But overall, really not too bad. We have the famous, it's these bushes, right, that go. It looks not too bad. And same here, but I mean, just under sealing all of this and putting some paint on it will make it a lot nicer. And lots of space here because we're missing part of the exhaust because it's a diesel. And we got the tow bar. Doesn't look too rusty. Gotta get that lock working for the MOT so you can take that on and off because they test that on the MOT here. But really solid old car. And here we have the diesel. It's a 2.2 liter, and I have my assistant here. We can have a look at a couple of fluids. It's a diesel, so it's black, I guess. Is there any in it? Oh, it's on the minimum. But on the stick is oil. It's black. That's the one thing I'm gonna have to get used to. I don't like black oil, but there's no way you can have clean oil in a diesel.
About half centimeter above minimum, so
Yeah.
some anyway.
Some anyways. There we go. Let's check the cap. This cap I could never get off on the Range Rover when I first bought it. It was just stuck. But smells like a diesel. Yeah, I'm not gonna get used to that. Power steering. Ooh, smell this. That's
Really burden.
yeah, like an aged whiskey. And let's
Remember me not to get some whiskey from you, because if that's the old nice whiskey,
yeah, that's the good stuff.
yeah, then I will have the new stuff.
Ooh, no, this is the new stuff.
It's replacing as well.
That doesn't look too bad actually.
No.
And this thing's not broken or leaking, which is good. Childproof. Oh. Smells actually really good. So that's actually not number one priority to replace that fluid at least, but all the other ones probably need a new battery because it's been sitting for that long. And big batteries for diesels are kind of expensive, but we'll work something out. But otherwise, very nice underneath here. X-Types can rust here. This one is fine, it's just dirty. Everything, I think it's actually not too bad. Headlights do need a polish and everything else, but they do work. There's xenon. Well, overall, not too bad. So it was really late here. We're gonna head back home, but here is a look at the new car, the X-Type. And yes, I'm just waiting for all the comments down there. It's not a Jag, it's a Mondeo. Well, it's not. It's only 19% a Mondeo. And even if it is, how is that an insult? A Ford Mondeo is an excellent, excellent family car. So this is just an excellent family car that looks a lot better, with nicer trim and everything. And hopefully with Ford parts, should be pretty easy to keep on the road and everything. A variant of this engine was even used in a London taxi. So it might not be the most refined diesel in the world, but it should be really reliable. So plan is to have the clutch fixed, have the rust fixed, then I'm gonna pick it up, have it, take it to an MOT, see what else it needs, and then hopefully put it in as my winter daily. Now that I'm commuting quite a bit on really salty roads, I think this could be a good winter daily and sort of save the XJ6 a bit. But let me know in the comments down below what you think of the latest addition to the fleet. And yes, this does mean there's a car that will be leaving the fleet to replace this, and that is the old SAAB. It's been trusty, but I think this is definitely an upgrade. Anyways, if you like this video, please give a thumbs up, share it with friends. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. It really does help out a lot. Until next time, I'm Adam. This was Living with a Classic. I'll see you soon.